Hi you guys, this is video number 2. This is actually the second time I'm trying to record this because Brooklyn had a little fit. So I'm going to try and do this really fast. I'm going to talk about the items that have worked for us. Things that I have learned that, in my opinion, is the best. But I'm not saying this is for everyone. You guys have to make your own decisions. Every mom is different, every baby is different, every pregnancy is different, every dad is different. So you guys make decisions based off of what works for you. I'm just sharing a little what has worked for us. Don't register at Babies R Us. Even though the store is amazing and they have everything you could ever possibly think of there, they're very expensive. And if people do choose to go and shop there for you for a shower or just for baby in general, you simply are not going to get as much. And I know that sounds greedy, but babies are expensive, and that's the reason we have showers, is so that you can be showered with gifts for your baby and make things a little bit easier on you guys as parents. We registered at Walmart, Target, and Babies R Us. I wish we wouldn't have at Babies R Us. The only things we actually purchased from Babies R Us are big ticket items like her crib or changing table and stuff like that. But when it comes to baby essentials like clothes and diapers and wipes and bottles and pacifiers and toys and stuff like that, it's just so much cheaper, and you're going to get so much more from a retailer like Walmart or Target or something like that. So that is something that I would definitely suggest. If there is a particular one big ticket item that you do want from Babies R Us, just tell your closest family, like your parents, or because those are probably the only people that are going to purchase a big ticket item for you anyways. So yeah, that's something that I would definitely do. Let's see, because it's so funny, because then at your showers, you're unwrapping gifts, and and I think some people are shocked when they do. Like, I was shocked when I went there to shop for other people. I was like, I had a dollar amount that I wanted to spend, and when I got there, I'm like, wow, I'm going to be able to get them one thing, and it's kind of pathetic. You want to be able to give more, and so I think everyone else kind of appreciates it too. Graco thinks of everything. Like, anything that we have ever bought, Graco has pretty much surpassed our expectations for whatever the product is. We got a Graco stroller car seat base combo. I wish I could remember the actual name for it, but it's not a gender specific one. It's just like a black one, and but it's got 3 wheels rather than 4. And anyways, like anything we've ever bought Graco, there are little things put into the product that are things that you would never even think of, but suddenly you find yourself using it more and more and more, and then just different features and stuff that I think that Graco products across the board are phenomenal, and I'm not getting paid by them to say this, but if I ever have a choice to buy a item, Graco or not, I'm definitely going to choose Graco. That's just my little pump there for Graco products. Clothes. Brooklyn was born at a hefty 9 pounds 6 ounces, and so she fit in almost none of her newborn clothes. She never wore newborn diapers. But you definitely need to think of comfort and convenience when it comes to buying your baby clothes. And remember that all the cute little like going out outfits, especially if you're having a girl, those are the clothes that other people are going to buy for you. Like, people seldom as gifts will buy you your basic onesies or sleepers or stuff like that. And those are the things that you need, because those are the things that your baby is going to be wearing all the time. When it comes to little church outfits or outfits just to go to the store or to visit family, like cute little dresses, or, and I think this applies more to girls than it does to boys, because boys are generally going to just wear like onesies and pants, and I know they make some cuter outfits and stuff for them too, but let's face it, like, the wardrobe for little girls out there is just more expansive than little boys. So if you are having a girl, that's something that I would definitely think about. Like, when you are buying clothes for your baby, as adorable as some of those outfits might be out there, resist the urge, because you are going to get so many of those, and you really need to stock up on your basics. Let's see, when it comes to sleepers, zippers are your friend. I know the snap ones can be really cute, and I was a culprit for this too, buying the sleepers that had the snaps, but in the middle of the night when you're trying to change a diaper really fast because your baby is screaming because he or she is starving, and then you miss-snap the outfit, and then you have to unsnap it, and then you miss-snap it again, and then you have to unsnap it again, and now you are 20 minutes into changing your baby. That's when you really wish you had a zipper on your sleepers. So any sleeper I pretty much ever buy now, if it doesn't have a zipper, I'm not going to buy it. And remember too, and this is just the case for us, Brooklyn is growing much faster lengthwise than she is getting fat. And so it's always okay for your baby's clothes to be a little loose on them. Your baby's clothes don't need to fit them like a glove, okay? So even though your baby might fit in 0 to 3 month clothes, if you're going to spend your money, why not buy them 3 to 6 month or even 6 to 9 month clothes that could be a little big on them now, but if they're going to be in it for much longer, you know, like, that's just kind of how I've been having to think. Granted, when it comes to the changing of the seasons, that's going to determine a lot for you. Like, I'm not really buying, now that we're coming into the end of August, any onesies or anything that I'm buying for her are all long sleeve now, because it's going to be into the fall and then into the winter. So I picked up a few clearance, you know, like short sleeve onesies, because she's going to be inside a lot. It's not like she's going to be outside playing in the snow right away. So she'll still wear some short sleeve things, but yes. When your baby is a newborn, all of the adorable, like, hats and the little mittens on their hands, I thought that they were overrated. And it could just be that Brooklyn was just bigger, and she wore hats pretty much while she was in the hospital, and as soon as she came home, she wore them for probably a day. And granted, again, she was born in the summer, so if you do have a winter baby, you might want to, you know, have those hats and stuff. But she also did have a full head of hair, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it. But she's always warm, like, and I read somewhere, like, her hands and feet are cool to the touch all the time, but you always want to feel, like, the warmth or coolness of your baby by feeling their belly. And if their belly is warm, then they are generally warm as well. And they always say that you want to clothe your baby in 1 layer more than what you are wearing. But, like, even now, like, she is down there, she's in a short sleeve onesie and a diaper. Like, she has no pants on, and, like, she's very, very warm. Like, I don't know, I think it's just because she's a mover, and, like, and when I actually started clothing her in an extra layer, she got heat rash. So I think it's just better to sort of play it out. Like, I think every baby is going to be different in that aspect. But the mittens as well, like, as long as you would keep a tiny little file, like an ebony little thing, or not ebony, what the heck, emery board or whatever they call it, a tiny little baby file, their nails, like, her nails actually kind of peeled off on their own. And I know this sounds weird, but you can bite your own baby's nails off. It's actually suggested. So those little mittens and stuff, she never wore them, and she scratched herself maybe twice, and, you know, it goes away and I don't know. I guess I thought they were overrated. Plus, if we actually did put them on her, she would have been pissed. So we never really used them at all. And if you really, really need something, you can always just put socks on their hands. So you can just buy socks, and they can be double as socks and as mittens. It's not like you have to go out and buy this special little mittens to go over their hands. Shoes. Shoes for infants is a complete waste of money. When I was pregnant, all I ever wanted to buy for her was shoes because they are so freaking adorable. Like, anything small and tiny is so cute, but she never wears them. I think if it were winter, it might be a little different, but not much, because they just kick them off. They're not walking. They don't wear them. Unless you're going to have them for pictures or something like that, then it wouldn't be a bad idea to just have one or two of your cute shoes. But otherwise, like, until they're starting to get to walking stage, like, shoes are a complete waste of money. And baby shoes can be really expensive. It's so ridiculous how much you can spend on a tiny pair of shoes for someone who doesn't even walk. So that's just my little blip on that. Diapers, oh my gosh. I cannot stress this enough. I'm pretty cheap when it comes to buying things at all. Like, I am not a brand name person when it comes to groceries or anything like that. I always get the store brand or the cheap brand. But when it comes to diapers, that is the one area I would definitely suggest you spend your money on. We found our favorite right now is the Pampers Swaddlers. They even have another type of Pampers Swaddlers that have like aloe and like cooling sort of agents in them. And she, to this point, has never gotten any type of diaper rash. And they catch everything. We did have, when we registered for Huggies and Pampers, so we did have some Huggies given to us as well. We returned a lot of them, but some of them we actually held on to. I don't know why, but the Huggies that she has used, like, she has had leaks, like, again and again and again, and it's always at nighttime, too. So, and she is such a pure, I know, it's like a wet diaper every 10 minutes, I swear. And the Huggies, like, the Huggies might seem a little softer, sort of less diaper-like. They're more like a fancy pair of underwear, but they don't work as well. They simply don't. And the Pampers Swaddlers, they're so nice and soft, and I think some of it might have to do with sizing as well. Like the Huggies size one and the Pampers size one, the Pampers are a little bit bigger, but they still fit snug around her legs. So I think there's just more diaper to them, which is why it catches everything so much better. Yeah, so anyways, but that is just what has worked for us. I know a lot of people that buy the cheap store brand diapers and get by with them, and their babies don't have any issues with them. I really feel for the people that have babies that have allergies to the diapers. That would be pretty miserable. But yeah, Pampers it has been phenomenal for us. So if you just are looking for any type of direction, that is where I would suggest you start. I already stressed taking absolutely everything you can from the hospital. When buying diapers, keep in mind sizing. If you have an average size baby, like 7 to 8 pounds, they'll probably wear newborn diapers for a little while. But like, we probably could have squeezed Brooklyn into newborn diapers for a little while, but they just wouldn't have worked as well. So she's very content now. So keep in mind, like, she is 2 months old now, and she's still wearing size 1 diapers, but she's sort of right on the cusp. Like, if I were to put her in a size 2, it would probably fit her just fine. But we still have a box of ones, so we're just using those up. And then probably our next thing of diapers, she'll be into a size 2. So I don't know if you want to use that as a gauge when it comes to buying diapers. She was 9 pounds 6 ounces, so you kind of have to make your own decisions from there. When